What does the future hold for America's economy? Is it a future shaped by the policies of President Biden or a return to the strategies of former President Trump? As we peer down the road to the 2024 elections, America is poised at a significant crossroads. The direction we choose will shape our economic landscape for years to come. On one side of this crucial juncture, we find President Biden. His economic vision, tailored to the needs of working families and the middle class, is etched with the promise of opportunity. He tirelessly advocates for lower costs and increased opportunities, believing that a buoyant middle class is the lifeblood of the American economy. His economic blueprint, meticulously designed, seeks to alleviate the everyday financial burdens of the average citizen, from healthcare costs to housing expenses. But the crossroads offers another route. This path is laid with the economic policies of former President Trump. Trump's strategies, often seen as favoring the wealthy elite, promise a return to prosperity. But what does this prosperity look like, and more importantly, who does it benefit? From his vantage point at Mar-a-Lago, Trump's vision of economic success hinges on the prosperity of the top 1%. His policies, crafted in the boardrooms of big business, often overlook the needs of the working class. The contrast is stark. Biden's economic policy is a testament to his belief in shared prosperity, while Trump's approach appears to propagate the wealth of an already affluent few. But what do these divergent paths mean for you, the American citizen? How will they shape your future and the future of your children? These are the questions we must ask as we stand at this economic crossroads. In this video, we'll delve into the specifics of their economic blueprints. We'll dissect the strategies of Biden and Trump, assessing their potential impact on the American economy. This is not just a tale of two presidents, but a narrative of America's economic future. So, as we journey down this road together, remember, the choices we make today will shape the America of tomorrow. At the heart of President Biden's economic vision lies a strong middle class, often referred to as the backbone of America. This belief is deeply ingrained in Biden's approach to economic policy. Since assuming the role of the nation's leader, he's been instrumental in the creation of millions of new jobs. This surge in employment has driven unemployment rates down to levels unseen in years, even decades. Yet, President Biden recognizes that simply having a job isn't the end-all solution. He understands that a job must provide enough for an individual or family to not merely survive, but thrive. This understanding has led to his relentless fight to make the cost of living more affordable for the average American. One significant area of his focus has been the health sector. The president has taken significant strides towards reducing the cost of prescription drugs and healthcare premiums. Healthcare, after all, is a fundamental right, not a privilege reserved for those who can afford it. Biden's commitment to affordability doesn't stop at healthcare. It extends to everyday essentials like energy. Recognizing the burden of high energy costs on low and middle-income households, he's worked tirelessly to make energy more affordable. The president also understands the importance of a secure and affordable home in the pursuit of the American dream. That's why he's dedicated to making housing more affordable and increasing consumer protections. In essence, Biden's economic blueprint is designed to ensure every American has a fair shot at success, regardless of their background or circumstances. He aims to level the playing field so that everyone can share in the prosperity of the nation. Biden's economic strategy revolves around giving every American a fair shot at success. It's a vision rooted in the belief that when the middle class thrives, America thrives. It's a vision that champions fairness, opportunity, and shared prosperity. It's a vision that, if realized, could shape the economic future of America for generations to come. On the opposite side of the spectrum, we find Donald Trump's economic agenda heavily leaning towards enriching the wealthy. It's no secret that during his tenure, Trump's policies often favored the upper echelons of society, the top 1%, the billionaires and the multimillionaires. His tax cuts, for instance, were a windfall for the rich. But what did they really do for the average American? The answer, unfortunately, is not much. While the top 1% enjoyed substantial tax cuts, the majority of the working-class Americans were left grappling with a disproportionately small portion of the benefits. This approach, often referred to as trickle-down economics, operates on the premise that when the wealthy get wealthier, their prosperity will eventually trickle down to the rest of the society. But as history has shown us, this theory often falls short in practice. Furthermore, Trump's business record raises some eyebrows. He entered the White House touting his success as a businessman, promising to run the country like one of his businesses. Yet, a closer look at his track record reveals a series of bankruptcies, failed ventures, and dubious dealings. From the collapse of Trump University to the shuttering of his Atlantic City casinos, Trump's business acumen appears to be more smoke and mirrors than solid strategy. And let's not forget about his trade wars. While they were intended to protect American industries, they ended up hurting many of the very people he claimed to be helping. Farmers, manufacturers, and consumers all bore the brunt of these misguided policies. In essence, Trump's economic pitch seems to be a rerun of his previous policies that disproportionately favored the wealthy while leaving working families to shoulder the burden. The question remains, can America afford to return to Trump's brand of trickle-down economics? As we approach the 2024 election, the choice between Biden's and Trump's economic visions couldn't be clearer. We are standing at a junction where two paths diverge, each representing a fundamentally different approach to economic governance. On one side, we find President Biden's path paved with fairness, opportunity, and shared prosperity. This path is not an easy one. It's a path that demands a commitment to ensuring that the playing field is level for all Americans, regardless of their income level. It's a path that insists on affordable healthcare, housing, and education for all. It's a path that champions the working families, the backbone of our nation, and it's a path that requires us to stand together, to work together, and to prosper together. On the other side, we find Donald Trump's path, a path that we've walked before. It's a path lined with promises of prosperity, but a prosperity that seems to trickle up rather than down. It's a path that has proven to benefit the select few at the top, leaving the majority of Americans grappling with widening income inequality and dwindling opportunities. This path offers rhetoric aplenty, but it's a rhetoric that we've heard before and one that has proven to fail America in the past. We've seen where Trump's path leads, we've lived it, we've felt its impact on our wallets, our families, and our futures. Now we are being asked to choose again. Do we want to walk the same path knowing where it leads? Or do we want to stride down a new path, one that promises fairness and shared prosperity for all? The stakes in this election couldn't be higher. The future of our economy, the well-being of our families, the opportunities for our children, they all hang in the balance. But the power to shape America's future doesn't rest in the hands of politicians. No, it rests firmly in the hands of the American people. The stakes are high, but the power to shape America's future rests with the American people. We've journeyed through the contrasting economic landscapes of Biden and Trump, two visions vying to shape America's future. As we've seen, these economic blueprints present starkly differing paths for the American people and the nation's economy. President Biden's approach, rooted in the belief that a robust middle class is the backbone of America, has prioritized the needs of working families. His commitment to job creation, affordable healthcare, and consumer protection have been hallmarks of his administration. Biden's vision fosters an economy where opportunity is spread more evenly and where every American has a fair shot at success. On the other hand, we have the economic pitch of Donald Trump, a vision that during his tenure often favored the wealthy elite. His policies, marked by tax cuts that disproportionately benefited the top 1%, have been criticized for exacerbating income inequality. While Trump promises a return to prosperity, we must question at what cost and for whom this prosperity is intended. As we stand at this economic crossroads, the importance of making informed choices cannot be overstated. The stakes for American families are high, and the direction we choose will have far-reaching implications. Will we opt for an economy that prioritizes fairness and shared prosperity? Or will we risk a return to policies that have, in the past, widened the wealth gap? As we navigate this important juncture, it's crucial to remember that our choices today will shape the America of tomorrow. Our collective decision will determine the economic landscape of our nation and the opportunities available to future generations. So, stay informed, stay engaged, and actively participate in shaping the future. And if you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more engaging content. Remember, the choices we make today will shape the America of tomorrow. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember to like, share, and subscribe. This is signing off.